What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. So today is going to be a quick little update video on what is currently going on with myself as far as racing and the current condition of the car. So as I'm sure you guys know from the last video, we ran at Pit Raceway about a week ago, and when coming home and then tearing the car apart, we've come across a lot of issues that need to be resolved in a small point of time. So this is what my garage currently looks like. The Mini is completely ripped apart down to the rotors, at least on the right side currently. Alright, so let me explain to you what I found so far. So far, all 4 brakes need to be done, and I'm talking from the rotors to the pads. Now, I replaced the pads about 4 events ago. They are now completely trashed to the point where when I pulled the car into the garage, I literally almost ran into my living room because I didn't realize that I had virtually no brakes. Then going into the rotors, well, these rotors are absolutely just disgusting on all fronts. I mean, yeah, these are pretty bad. So, new pads, new rotors. I also found out that I need new wheel bearings, so got new wheel bearings as well. On top of that, we need a full fluid flush, from coolant to brake fluid to clutch fluid, which is still brake fluid, to oil change. I need to redo my spark plugs because after now nearly 10 events with those plugs, they're pretty bad. I was looking at them, so those need to get done as well. And I also might possibly need a new clutch. That has yet to be determined. I haven't really been able to drive it with the clutch in the current condition without brakes, or with brakes for that matter. So once I get the brakes on and the drive runs a little bit, we'll see how the clutch is holding up. I do believe it's virtually shot. From what I could tell from the last couple laps and then pulling into the garage, I do believe it's shot. On the good side of things, these Raceland coils are absolutely phenomenal. I am so impressed with these coils. I am running them on all 4s. Come over here. And these have just been phenomenal coils. The suspension spring dampening has held up fantastic, and I'm super happy about that specific part of the car. So Thursday we have an event at Pocono Raceway, and we're supposed to be racing the road course. Well, I have just come to a decision that we are not going to be ready for that event, and here's the reason why. So I got my rotors already in. They were shipped in from the company that sponsors me on rotors, which is Wherever, and I got those, and I picked those up yesterday, and I'm about to go put those on now. However, what the problem I ran across is today when I went to go look at pads, all the pads in this specific region are very cheap OEM pads, semi-metallic, and I absolutely refuse to run any sort of semi-metallic brake pad on a car that is going to be driven close to 150 miles an hour with extreme braking, because I will burn through those pads in a very short time. I literally almost melted the pads last race, and those were with carbon ceramics. So no one around me has any carbon ceramic brakes. Now what I did find was I found a company that has them, so I'm going to ship those here. However, it is going to be a week before I get them. So sadly, we are going to postpone Pocono, and I'm going to get the new brake pads in a week, install them, get the car ready hopefully by the middle of next week, and we should be good to go to run for next weekend. So in order to make up for the loss in Pocono, we are going to run a double event next week. Now, that still includes the fact that I still might need a new clutch, and then all the small stuff like just putting everything back together and then doing the oil change and all that small shit. But I just wanted to give you guys an update, and one more update as well. Falcon, huge shout out. Just Falcon tires. These Xenia tires are absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say enough about these. Like, this has now been, this is two autocross events and 50 laps, almost 150 miles. at 140 miles an hour, and these tires are still in phenomenal condition. I mean, I've still got just fantastic tread. I got a little bit of wear here on the sidewalls, obviously just through a high impact turning, and then these sidewalls as well here. Now, I ran these at pit in front, and as you can see, the sidewalls are definitely a little bit worn, but the main part of the tire, we're still good. I've still got plenty of tread. So I'm going to rotate these, so these will be in the front next event, and we'll have a little bit more to work with. I'm also running a offset on camber, running a -5 offset with camber, so that is also partially due to the reason of having that little weird tread pattern. But I wanted to give you guys an update to let you know what's going on here with the car. I'm kind of bummed out about it, but that's what happens when you race and break stuff. Sometimes you can't make the event deadlines. So we're going to put all this back together. We'll pick all this up and then put it all back together once I get the parts in next week. We are leaving Friday to go to Atlanta for Formula Drift Atlanta. So expect some more great content from Formula Drift, and definitely excited to head out there and see everyone tear up the drift circuit. Project Eclipse, hopefully we'll get to soon. Just haven't had time. I've been super busy as far as getting this car ready and just dealing with life in general. So we'll get to that. Don't worry, it's going to be a great build, and I'm super excited to start it. I'm going to end this video right here. I know it's kind of short, guys. I do apologize, but I definitely wanted to give you guys an update on Mini. So with that, I'm going to sign out right here, right now. Peace out, and remember, you create your own story.